So this video is by a guy named Ornery Plays, and the video is titled "The Best Thing About Every Call of Duty Game." So what I'm going to do is we're going to play this, and I am going to try to guess. I'm assuming he's just doing multiplayer. I'm going to try to guess what he picks and what the actual best thing in that said game is going to be. But I don't know where we're starting here, so.
Call of Duty's in the franchise, but we also have a ton of masterpieces. Even with those bad ones, there is still something good to be said about each Call of Duty.
Yes.
I'm Ornery, and this is the best thing about every Call of Duty. Whether it be groundbreaking innovation, new game modes, or even small additions that would change the franchise forever, these entries can be as broad or specific as I find necessary. But go ahead and let me know what your favorite Call of Duty is.
What are we going to start with? What game are we going to start with? Oh, it's going to pop up for each one. Okay, so COD 4, I think Create a Class is a great pick for this. Kill Cams is a great pick for this. Kill Streaks is a great pick for this. There's a lot you could say about COD 4. World at War, what is he going to say about World at War? World at War was kind of like a worse version of COD 4. Either campaign or zombies for World at War. We'll say that in advance.
COD 4 laid the foundation of what Call of Duty would be for the years to come and is a crucial blueprint for the franchise. One of the most basic but essential aspects of Call of Duty is the Create a Class. For most people, this is a given feature, but in Call of Duty 4, this was the first one to have it.
I mean, you kind of have to do Create a Class. That's a good point.
Will all be a hearsay for the next installments. But one other fundamental gameplay element is that this is the first time we would ever see kill streaks in Call of Duty. Although limited to just a UAV, airstrike, and helicopter, this simple format would blossom into the customizable and abundant kill streaks to choose from in the future. But aside from being simple, the UAV, airstrike, and helicopter are now staples to the franchise as well.
Hey, we got it right. Okay, so World at War with zombies. For Modern Warfare 2, I think I have to go kill streaks. I think I have to go the nuke. I think it's going to be the nuke. It's going to be the nuke.
Come on now, if you thought I was putting anything aside from zombies for the World at War spot on this list, you are out of your mind. Zombies, at the time going by the name Yahtzee Zombies, was originally an afterthought and a simple extra game mode that I don't think the devs saw going very far. Well, needless to say, it has gone very far. The idea of a round-based survival mode was a huge hit with the community and continues to evolve with perks, pack-a-punch, insane in-depth Easter eggs, and one of the greatest mod communities of all time. Zombies has also created a subgenre of player that only plays zombies and doesn't even care for multiplayer or campaign. With Black Ops 6 around the corner, there's a lot of uncertainty and doubt when it comes to the new zombies, and that's because it almost evolved too much for its own good. Same can be said about the other recent installments, but overall, zombies revolutionized Call of Duty forever.
It certainly did. Yeah, we got it right. We got it right. Black Ops 1, we're going wager matches.
We've already talked about how COD 4's kill streaks would blossom into customizable kill streaks, and the first game to do that was MW2. However, there is one single kill streak that gave the game way more depth and also to become reoccurring throughout the franchise. The tactical nuke was the very first of many iterations to come. If you had this kill streak equipped after a 25 kill streak, you could end the game.
It was also the best in this game because your kill streaks counted towards your nuke, so it was actually obtainable by most players.
No matter what the score was, and your team would win. Also in MW2, kill streaks counted towards other kill streaks, so the meta was running Harrier and a chopper to run up your streak until you got 25. We've had several variants of the
Harrier
nuke,
Pavlo
things like
worked
the
too.
DNA bomb, Moab, Chemstrike, and MGB as well more recently. However, the tactical nuke starting it all is easily the most important and the most loved. I bet you will never forget the first time you heard this.
Yup. Oh, I'm on fire. Okay. Modern Warfare 3. Ooh. Score streaks or point streaks, or that's an option. What else? What else could Modern Warfare 3 be? I gotta go with point streaks. I gotta go with point streaks for Modern Warfare 3.
We've seen a lot of horrible switch-ups as far as how progression works in COD, but in Black Ops 1, we got a slight switch-up with the COD point system. Not the V-Bucks equivalent we have today, the COD points in Black Ops 1 were
point streaks were in Modern Warfare 3. Score streaks were in Black Ops 2, just to be clear.
A currency that you got in-game that would let you buy your items in your created class whenever you wanted. On top of playing normal games, we now had Wager Match. Wager Match allowed you to wager your own COD points to get more COD points. But what I really want to focus on here is that this is where beloved party modes were born. One in the Chamber, Sticks and Stones, and the legendary gun game were all here for the long run and will flourish into the other modes in the future, like Infected. There was nothing like going to the High Roller playlist, wagering all of your COD points just to lose all of them, then get back to the grind and go back to wagering all of them once again. Rinse and repeat.
So fun. Specialist. Oh, someone said specialist, I think. I think someone said specialist. Is it? Yeah, okay.
We've talked a lot about kill streaks in this video, but I promise this is the last time we will. The strike packages gave you 3 outlets as far as what kill streaks you wanted to earn in MW3.
So strike packages. So I was kind of right, but
was your
specialist,
standard that you're used to. Then support let your kill streaks continue even after death, but for the most part were non-lethal. But the biggest game changer for COD was the specialist. It was pretty much just replacing your kill streaks with perks, but once you got 8 kills, you got every perk in the game. This was in a game.
Wait. We have to do Black Ops 2. He's not going to do zombies again. Ranked play? For Black Ops 2? Black Ops 2 is the first game with ranked play, correct? Pick 10. It's got to be pick 10. It's got to be pick 10.
Kill streak, but the first of
Good
which
job,
were
Kev.
kill streaks
Gotta be
don't
pick
count
10.
towards it. So this became the most efficient way to grind Moabs and transcend to other game modes, and is now a core fundamental aspect to Warzone as well. The specialist is designed for the selfish player, and I am one of those players. Please bring the specialist back in Black Ops 6.
League play. I should have stuck with my guns. I should have stuck with it. Then we have, what's after Black Ops 2? Ghosts? Oof. Ghost has to be crazy DLC. Is it Ghost after Black Ops 2? Do I have that right? Yeah, it's Ghost. Yeah, I gotta go DLC.
Black Ops 2 is a lot of people's favorite Call of Duty of all time.
Definitely not the IED.
Great game from campaign, zombies, and multiplayer all across the board.
I'm gonna go DLC.
However, there was
for
one
Ghost.
thing about the multiplayer that would change Call of Duty forever. League play was the first ever public form of competitive COD we have ever seen. With restricted class setups and strict game modes, this would be responsible for catapulting competitive COD into the mainstream. Before we had game battles and other third-party entities to determine how good you were at the game, but with League play, this was now an in-game metric to determine a global rank for your respective platform.
And it's probably the best system of League play.
They play COD now, and it all started with Black Ops 2's League play, grinding the divisions just to see how good
Technically,
you really
it all started
were,
with
only
game
to be
battles,
humbled
but
when
you know.
were hard stuck in silver, only encouraged the player to get better, and gave people something to grind. Ranked play has become not only a core aspect of the game, but a necessity at this point.
They actually put it as Mike Myers. Okay, so this is kind of what I was saying, like the DLC, but they literally put Mike Myers. Okay, what's the next COD game after this? Is it Ghosts and then... Oh, is it? It's Advanced Warfare, isn't it? Is he gonna put supply drops? He's probably gonna put like character customization, like the like having the different knee pads and stuff like that. That's my guess. Something along those lines. He's not going to put supply drops.
Ghost is one of the more forgettable Call of Duties, and to sum things up, I'll say that Ghost isn't necessarily a bad game, but it might be considered a bad Call of Duty game. So there's not much to choose from when it comes to innovation and change. But that all changed once the DLC came.
Yes.
With a slew of new guns and maps post-launch, there's one in particular that came with a crazy map-exclusive event, and that was on Fog. But first, let's talk about the Field Order. The Field Order was a mini challenge assigned to you mid-match after finding a briefcase on the ground. Normally, this would give you a traditional care package, but on the map...
Do you think he's going to do exos? It could be exos. It could be like boost jumping.
Once completing any Field Order, you would get a care package, but instead of a kill streak inside, you became Michael Myers himself. Complete with the knife, suit, buffed health, and even the classic John Carpenter jingle to go along with it. This is one of the most awesome Easter eggs COD has ever put into the game and does a great job paying homage to a classic fan game mode that we all used to run in private match. I would love to see COD do more stuff like this because we really just have gotten out of the whole Easter egg.
Yeah, we got the Predator as well.
I also want to mention that on the map Ruins, you could play as Predator through a Field Order as well. It played pretty similar to Michael Myers, and all I can say is I really wish they would bring this stuff back.
Customization. So we were right about that one. So then Black Ops 3. You could say zombies for Black Ops 3. You could say... It's got to be the movement. It's got to be the movement in Black Ops 3. It's got to be the movement. It's gotta. It's got to be the movement. It's gotta. Ooh, you could say like, yeah, you could say custom, like paint jobs on weapons. You could say that. You could say specialists. Because specialists were really good in that game because you actually had specialist camos that you could unlock too with challenges. We got to pick one. I'm going to go movement. I'm going to go movement, but he might not.
Okay, playing dress up in Call of Duty is the norm these days, but in Advanced Warfare, this was the first one to really let you tweak your operator however you want. I really don't enjoy Advanced Warfare's gameplay or much else about it really, but being able to go crazy on the customization was a really nice feature. Maybe it started to get out of hand with things like the infamous gingerbread skin, and also the fact that you got most of these things from supply crates was pretty pathetic, and this is also where the Nicki Minaj skin idea was birthed, I guarantee it. But this is the only plus I have to Advanced Warfare.
Custom zombies. Should have got that one. Should have got that one. All right. Infinite Warfare. He's going to do probably campaign for Infinite Warfare. It's not my favorite, but that's probably what he's going to do. If I had to pick one, honestly, zombies. I liked zombies in that game. I like zombies in space. Also, for Ghost, you could have done Extinction. Extinction was dope.
I know I already exhausted zombies on World at War, but for Black Ops 3, I have to narrow it down to the custom zombies specifically. Now, for you console players, I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah,
but
no,
if you
this
have Black
is
Ops
the
3
right
on
choice,
Steam,
though.
You actually have an unlimited source of fun at your disposal.
This is actually true.
It's all for free. If you want to play as Anakin and Obi-Wan on the Death Star, you can do that. Crazy challenge maps? Next question. Playing in a Chick-fil-A? Done. The sky's the limit, and to this day, there is an extremely active community who have created some of the most obscene maps, complete with custom perks, full-fledged Easter eggs, and ridiculous custom enemies as well. It's nice to see Call of Duty handing the keys over to the community for once. Black Ops 3 is objectively the best game for zombies, not only because of its stock and DLC maps, but the modded zombies as well.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, I got it!
Okay, I know we're back to back with a zombies entry on this list, but please just hear me out. Infinite Warfare probably has the greatest non-Treyarch zombies, and that's because Zombies in Spaceland carries this entire game. With an absolute masterpiece.
All right, what's the next game? Wait. The next game, World War II? Oh, what's the best? Oh, headquarters. Obviously, headquarters.
The carnival setting is perfect.
You said war mode. I say headquarters.
Taking a few risks with some silly and experimental gameplay changes while staying
Everyone's saying war mode right now. It's headquarters.
Is something we just don't have in zombies anymore. I bet a lot of people overlooked Infinite Warfare, and I don't blame you, but I really encourage every one of you to at least give Zombies in Spaceland a shot. You don't even have to buy the DLC. This is the stock map for this game.
I should do maybe next summer. We'll start to do some videos like this. Like once Black Ops 6's hypes calm down, these would be fun videos to make.
With all sorts of Easter eggs and secrets to explore, anyone who likes zombies will love this map.
You guys were right. You fuckers, you were right. Next game. We had World War II. Then it would have been Black Ops 4. Ooh. Blackout. Definitely Blackout.
World War II was another forgettable and weird Call of Duty, but if you watch my Forgotten Game Modes video, you would know that the war mode being brought back in this game was a major highlight for me. Taking on a more cinematic and very hands-on objective-based approach, this felt like you were playing a campaign mission, but in multiplayer. With awesome settings and several maps to choose from, this kept me coming back to World War II during its life cycle. I know I'm kind of cheating here, but I also have to give the headquarters a shout here because it gave COD a way better sense of community than we've ever had before.
Yeah, we need something like this.
Having that direct interaction with players.
We need something like this on a huge level. This is why I say a Call of Duty looter shooter would be freaking unreal, and have like a headquarters. God, hire me to make a game. I'll write it. I'll write the story of a Call of Duty looter shooter. Nailed it.
You know I talk a lot of Warzone on this channel, but I really don't think Warzone would be where it's at without Blackout.
100%.
Sum things up, Blackout walked so Warzone could run. So what
and then after this we have... Was it Modern Warfare 2019 after this? Yeah. So Modern Warfare 2019, they are going to go... Are they going to go Warzone? Are they going to go Warzone? You have to either go Warzone or the updated engine or removing supply drops.
wasn't the best, but we eventually got Alcatraz, which is Rebirth Island before it was Rebirth Island. Blackout's failure was due in part to the launch not being free to play, since that was the direction
By the way,
Royale
Alcatraz is not Rebirth Island. They're not the same. Just to be clear.
and live service games were going. Had things been
That
handled
one
differently
campaign
around
mission
the
could
launch
be.
and like the
It could be
post-launch
Clean House.
support, we may not even have seen Warzone because Blackout could have been Warzone. Not really saying I enjoyed much of Blackout, but this was an experimental learning phase for Warzone that helped work out all of its kinks.
Yeah, they did do Warzone. I figured they were gonna, but...
All right, now we have
Then we have Vanguard. There was nothing good in Vanguard. Guys, there was nothing good in Vanguard. Did I skip Cold War? No. Vanguard's first, isn't it? Which game's first? Is it Cold War? Why can't I think? Is it Cold War? Cold War is before? Why did I get that confused? Okay, so we'll do both Cold War and Vanguard right now. Cold War, the best thing, the actual best thing about Cold War is the seasonal story. That is the actual best thing. Now, what they're going to say is the best thing? Zombies camos, maybe? Outbreak could do. I hated Outbreak at first, now I like it, so. Vanguard, what the hell was... Okay, we'll move on to Cold War.
Modern Warfare 19, and if you know me, there's only
Post-season
one
story
right
is
answer
my
in
favorite
eyes,
thing, though.
and that
Cold
is
War.
Warzone. I remember getting the call from my employer that I no longer had to come to work for the foreseeable future because of the pandemic, and that immediately flipped a switch.
Definitely not fire team.
Troglodyte dummy mode on Warzone. And let me tell you, this may have been the most fun era of not only Call of Duty, but gaming in
Took
general.
the words out of your mouth. Vanguard
Brand new
sucked.
battle royale, the COD engine that had reworked and refined all the bad things about Blackout was the greatest thing to keep me occupied during the pandemic. Although the future of Warzone would be very rocky and uncertain, there's no denying that Warzone took the world by storm and marked a massive turning point in gaming, nearly on par with Fortnite. Pandemic Warzone is just a crazy feat that we will never see again.
Probably not. Oh, we did campaign. I disagree with that one. I don't think it's the best campaign, and I think it was a little bit short, but it was a good campaign.
Cold War is an overall good game that was just satisfactory on all fronts, but not necessarily amazing at just one thing. However, I do want to give the campaign a shout here because of its cinematic experience and callbacks to the older CODs. I know it's definitely not the best in the series, but I would argue that it's probably the best out of the last 10 years of Call of Duty campaigns. So to me, that's a huge...
let's actually brainstorm here. What the hell is the good thing about Vanguard going to be? That it's over? That it's no longer there? Shipment? Like, I can't think of anything. Zombies sucked. Campaign was god awful.
Win because we've got nothing but mid,
I
bad,
can't do it.
or even non-existent campaigns since then. It's hard to find something good to say about Vanguard, and if I could just leave this spot blank, I probably would. But since I don't want to do that, I'm just going to be cheap here and say the only good thing about Vanguard is that it plays nearly identical to Modern Warfare 19. That being said, the gunplay and movement are nice, but literally everything else about this game can go to hell.
Oh, I forgot Modern Warfare 2. Yes, this is the correct answer. I would have got that one right. And then Modern Warfare 3, the post-launch support, like the seasons, the everything like that. But DMZ is the right answer.
Just like Vanguard, if I could leave this entry blank, I totally would. But I think
No.
DMZ is the one good thing to come out of Modern
DMZ
Warfare
was
2
good.
2022.
Not great,
now, I'm
but
not
good.
even a fan of this mode myself, but I know that it garners like a cult following and was actually pretty decently supported throughout the entire life cycle of Modern
It
Warfare 2.
wasn't decently
so in a
supported,
slew of
but-
disaster and sloppiness, DMZ was a highlight for most players during the Modern Warfare 2 year.
Yeah, we got that one right. And then Black Ops 6. If we're picking for Black Ops 6 before the game comes out, right now, I think we have a lot of options. We have campaign. We have round-based zombies. We have omni movement. We have small maps, which only I like, apparently. And classic prestige. There's a lot of options. But again, it could all suck. E. coli espresso aka Jordan, aka Espresso. 56 months. That's a long damn time. I appreciate you, dude. But yeah, all of that could suck. We don't know.
MW3 was a win for Call of Duty in my book. Basically trying to undo the damage of Modern Warfare 2, and it did an okay job, all things considered. But the greatest thing about Modern Warfare 3 was its post-launch maps. The live service model that COD is now has resulted in a total mixed bag of opinions. But if every year can be like this past one, I think people will be happy. With lackluster stock maps, aka remakes of every Modern Warfare 2 map, the new maps we got post-launch kept this game alive for the rest of the year. Rio, Vista, and Six Star are some of my favorite maps in the entire COD franchise. And if you watched CDL this year, you would know that it was pretty much all these maps. On top of this, we also got the aftermarket part system, which was pretty much weekly and gave us like these alternate versions of guns that I thought was actually really cool. Instead of bringing on new guns.
Too bad we're not getting that in Black Ops 6.
Guns. Like we have like sniper rocket launchers now, which is just crazy. Overall, in another mid COD installment, the free content updates single-handedly saved this year of Call of Duty. But that's the best thing about every COD. Let me know what your favorite COD is and why down below.
He didn't try to take on Black Ops 6.
If you're feeling crazy, and if you like, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And thank you so much for watching.
Solid video. I think I agree with most of the things that he picked. I need to do a video like this, but I'm not going to have time to do a video like this until like March next year. So someone remind me next March to do a video like this.